Yeah, so guys, you're welcome again. So we have already seen in our last class, we talked about the laws of indices, and we did we did a few examples, which I think you must have been familiar with it. So we are now going to continue with more examples here under the laws of indices. So let's start. So more examples. So more examples here. So the example number one, we say multiply x cube, y cube, z square, and x, y to the power 5, and z to the power minus 1. So if you have something like this, you know that you are going to apply the multiplication law. The multiplication law of indices that states a times a to the power n times a to the power m is the same as a to the power m n plus m. And it's not only this law that you are going to, it's not only this that you are going to use. You are as well going to use the bracket law, which states that what? A to the power n m is the same as a to the power m times n. So you are going to use both of these or one of them. So, but let's try to see how we can solve this. So solution. So we have here on this side. Yeah, we have here on this side. I hope it's clear. So we have here on this side. No, the solution, let me do it with the red. So just a moment, please. So we have the solution. The red is also not going, it's not very clear. So let's manage the green and see how it goes. So we have your x cube, y cube, z square, and this. So we have been asked to multiply this. So the solution that we have here is x cube. If we want to use the multiplication law, we say x cube times x cube times this x, and this x is the same as x1. So times y cube times y to the power 5 times z squared times z to the power minus 1. So x cubed times x gives you x4 times y cubed times y to the power 5 gives you y to the power 8. And then z squared times this one gives you z squared to the plus minus 1 to the power 2 plus minus bracket open bracket close minus 1. And that will give you x to the power 4, y to the power 8, while this one here will give us 2 minus 1, which is equals to z. So our answer here is equals to x4, y8, and z. So that's our answer. So here we apply the multiplication law. In the first example, we apply the multiplication law. And the first example states that what? X cubed plus y cubed z squared to multiply x cubed, y cubed, z squared, and x, y to the power 5, and z to the power minus 1. So if we take the solution here, we see that this, we take put all x, bring all the x together and all the y together and all the z together, then we apply this law. So if we take that one now, we now have x cubed, x cubed times x to the power 1 will now give us x to the power 4, while this one will give us x to the power 8, and this one now will give us just z, and at the tail end we have the answer x to the power 4, x to the power 8, as well as z. So this is our answer. So I hope that is very, very clear. So let's proceed with more examples. So let's proceed with example number 2. Yeah, let's proceed with example number 2. So we have been asked, in number 2, we have been asked to solve, this is solve a cubed b squared divided by a squared b to the power 4. So the solution to this, so normally when we see it like this, it's easy to cancel. It's easy to cancel out something. You can easily cancel out something, whereby if you cancel out something, you just see that a squared will cancel with this cube up here, and at both, on the numerator side, we just remain with 1a. While for the b, you see that this one will cancel, this b2 will cancel with this b4. So at the tail end, we'll have b squared in the denominator. But that is not what we want to do here. We want to apply the law, the division law, or the division law of indices. So what we are going to do here, if you come across something like this, what you are going to do here is, since we know that this is a division sign, we now apply this law. A to the power n divided by a to the power m is the same as a to the power n minus m. So we have to apply the law of division. So I hope it's very, very clear. Apply this law of division. And that one states that what? So in this case, if you want to apply this law, what you are going to get there is a cube b squared divided by a squared b4. So this one will now be we take the common basis, a to the power 3 minus 2, a to the power 3 minus 2, that is how it's going to look like, times b to the power, or divided by b to the power 2 minus 4. So this one now will give us a divided by b to the power minus 2. Yes. So this one is going to give us this. And if we want to bring it back into this order now, it will now be, no, this one will now be the multiplication part of it. This will now be multiplication. So if we want to take this one now, we now say this one will now give us a to the power b, a divided by b to the power minus 2. So we have seen that now that you can easily cancel this here, and this comes here 2, while this here will come here 1, and this one. So it gives us the same answer that we have here. So this one will now give us a on b to the power 2. So I hope that is correct. So I hope this is very, very clear. So we move to one more example, then we get some exercises again. So example number 3, it now says, number 3, find the value of 27 to the power 2 on 3. So we have been asked to find the value of 27 to the power 2 on 3. So to get the value, 27 to the power 1/3. 27 to the power 1/3. So, solution to this one now will give us the laws of indices. We now say, we know that this law of indices, a to the power 1 on n, is the same as the n root of a. The n root of a. So in this case, we now say 27, the cube root of 27. 27. And the cube root of 27. 27 can still be written as 3 times 3 times 3. So since we are looking here for the cube root, it therefore means the cube root of 27 is 3. So this is what we have here. This is what we have here now. So I hope that is understood. So in the next video, we are going to do more examples of indices before we start thinking about whether we are going to logarithms or we move to algebra and see how the whole thing goes. So for now, please give the video a thumb up, like the video, share the video, and also drop us your comments. As you do so, may God continue to bless you. Thank you and see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.